All right, so here's something that I'm recently just starting to figure out about 2K's AI. See, I didn't notice this until recently because I typically didn't do this. Like for like the first 5 or 6 seasons in my career, I've never demanded a alley hoop. All right, you know. Now once I started doing it and I started getting them frequently, and I seen how easy it was to just get an alley hoop instead of demanding the ball and trying to get a layup or a dunk, going through whatever the motions are to do that. Then I started to realize the AI, it gets to a point where it prevents you from dunking the ball or laying it up on the alley hoop. So right here, check it out. I get the alley hoop, and it's perfect. It is perfect. There's no one here to contest it. There's no one here to defend it. No one can stop me right here. And here's the animation they force you to do. This right here. Do you see this shit? Do you see this? And they do it often, especially if you caught about 3 or 4 of them in a row, or you've been doing it frequently. It gets to a point for absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever, you would go into this animation where you put the ball behind your head instead of dunking it or just laying it up. All right, and I never see computer on my team. I never see computer on my team or the opposing team do this animation. I've only seen my player do this animation where you just put the ball behind your head for absolutely no reason whatsoever. All right, for no reason. Look, there's no reason why this should have happened. There's no defense there. All right, and in pretty much any time, really any time I've done this animation right here, there's never been defense. I've dunked, caught alley hoops and dunked on 7 footers, dunked on 2 people at once. All right, so this is just another element of the game where the AI is just stepping in and arbitrarily controlling and dictating what's allowed to occur. All right, because it's so easy to just beat the living shit out of the computer that they have to bake into the AI these different codes and programs to prevent you from being able to actually play to your fullest ability. All right, that's basically how this game works. That's basically all it is. All right, they're trying to curtail your ability to execute your plans, whether it be on offense or defense. That's all that the AI does because the computer cannot beat you. They cannot fuck with the user whatsoever. All right, even the average player, if you script a lot of the narratives and the scripts out of the AI, the average player will beat computer 82-0 in a season. I did computer 82-0 multiple seasons. They cannot beat the player. They cannot beat the user. All right. So they compensate by doing shit like this. Come on, man. It's something better that you could do. There's a better way, better solutions for this type of shit right here. Really, this right here, it should not be happening at all. I'm wide open at the rim. Okay, I can see you say, okay, you can't dunk that, but all right, he can lay the ball up. I've done many layup alley hoops where I'm right there at the rim, and instead of dunking, he just put a regular layup. I see computer do it all the time. This is all just arbitrary. It's all the AI just divine intervention, stepping in the game and saying, no, you cannot do that right now. Why? Because that's not good for the competitive illusion of the game. That's really what the AI does. That's what it does. All right. It has its moments where it allows things to flow just regular, but for the vast majority of the game, every possession, the AI is tinkering with it in order to help computer get an advantage. It's just a matter of whether or not uh, it's actually going to pan out correctly, and it's just a matter of whether or how intense, how determined the AI is to force a certain narrative or a certain event to play out. All right. See, they cheat you every possession, but it's not effective every possession. But it is effective a lot of the time. Sometimes you can see the game cheating you and you will still score. You will still do whatever it is you intend on doing, especially if you play a bit more patiently. All right. That's another thing that they kind of force you into having to play more patient sometimes, because if you're just trying to play regular, they're gonna nab you. They're gonna get you. The AI is gonna get you. All right. It'll stop you from making your cuts to the basket. It'll stop you from whatever it is you're trying to do. It'll just arbitrarily stop it from happening. It's not basketball. Peace.